let us now study about power in AC circuits. Okay, so we have a LCR circuit here, that is inductor, capacitor and resistor. Okay, they connect in series to a alternating voltage supply. Okay, so we give a voltage here, so we want to see how much power is used in the circuit. Okay, some power will be absorbed in the circuit. See, for example, a radio is coming hitting the antenna. Okay, so and the antenna will give to the LCR circuit here. Okay, this circuit is there. So how much energy or how much power is used by this circuit here, that we want to find. Okay, so now let us see what's the applied voltage that we give. That applied voltage V is equal to Vm sine omega t. So this is the applied voltage. Excuse me. Next one, the current here. Okay, current I is equal to Im sine omega t plus phi. Okay, why? Because the current and the voltage are not in phase. Okay, the current leads by phi. Okay, in this case here. So now let's study about the power. Okay, power means what? Power is equal to voltage into the current. Okay, V into I. Let us substitute these values and see here. Okay, so what I'll do now, I'll write this voltage and current this side. Okay, and I'll erase this left side now. And then we'll use the formula and see how to get the power formula. Okay, now I erase the left side. Let's now see how to get the formula of power. Power formula we know, that is P is equal to V into I. Let's substitute the values here. Okay, so substitute and see, that is V instead of V, what we have here, we get here Vm sine omega t. Instead of Im, what we get here, Im sine omega t plus phi. Okay, so now what we do, I take this Im the front here. Okay, so we get here Vm into Im sine omega t into the second term, that is sine omega t plus phi. Okay, like this way it comes here. Now we must see what is the sine omega t plus phi. Okay, so for that what we do, we use the formula here. Okay, and before that let me erase this. Okay, we already know this now. So for this I'll use a formula, that is here, I'll write here. Okay, what is sine of A plus B? Okay, sine A plus B is sine A cos B plus what it is, cos A sine B. Cos A sine B. Okay, so this is the formula here. So sine of A plus B, sine A cos B plus cos A sine B. So this term I'll take this A and this term I'll take this B. Let us put a square bracket here. Okay, so let us write this down and we'll substitute and see the formula here. So what you get is Vm Im sine omega t into this term here, that is sine A cos B. So sine A is what, that is omega t, cos B is what, this cos phi, okay, plus cos A sine B. Okay, that will be cos omega t, and then sine B term is phi. Okay, this is what you get here. Okay, it's not clear. So we use the formula here. Now we multiply the sine omega t inside. Okay, multiply sine omega t inside here, like this way. Okay, so multiply this inside and see. So what you get is, we here Vm Im sine omega t into sine omega t is sine square omega t. Okay, and then cos phi you will get. Okay, plus the second term sine omega t. Okay, and then cos omega t. Okay, let me rub this bracket here. Okay, this bracket is separate here. Okay, you should not think that it's a multiplication, it's just a formula here. Okay, this is the formula used. Formula used here. Okay, so cos omega t we got, then sine phi is there. Sine phi, that you should not forget. Okay, that's way it is. Now to bring it clear. Okay, now let us see what is the sine square omega t. Okay, so you must see what is the value here, and then this multiplication is there for everything. Okay, that will come for everything here. So Vm into Im. Okay, it's Vm and Im is common for everything, that you must remember. That's why I put the bracket here outside. Let's see what's the value of sine square omega t. Okay, so for that let's take a graph here. Okay, so let me draw a line here this way, and we'll take a graph here. So let's draw the graph for sine square x. Okay, sine square x. So if you see the graph for the sine square x, okay, let me this here down. Okay, so graph of sine square x will be like this way. It will curve like this way. Okay. And it will repeat here. Okay, the waves term will be repeating like this way here. Okay, on left side also repeat like this way. So if you see, the maximum value will be +1 and the minimum value is 0. Okay, so one wave means what? It's a crest and a trough. Okay, so this is a crest and this is half of a trough and this will be half of a trough. Okay, so we have now two parts together. Okay, this half trough plus half trough is one trough. Okay, and this one crest. Okay, so let's see the average value here. Okay, what is the average value? Okay, the average value, if you see, that will be equal to half. Okay, that is 1, this maximum value 1 divided by the number of the crest and troughs here. So we have one crest and one trough there. Okay, this is half a trough, this is half a trough here. Okay, so we learned that a wave has two parts now, crests and trough. Okay, trough, T-R-O-U-G-H. Okay, this is half of a trough. Okay, this is half of a trough. So crest, that is one part. Okay, this is the second part here. Okay, so we have here 2 here because there are two parts. Okay, and the maximum value is 1. So 1 by the number of parts. Okay, that's now how we get the average value. So average value of sine square x is, or sine square omega t is half. Okay, that I'll write here. So let me come here. So we get here Vm Im, okay, into half into cos phi. Okay, 1 minute. Okay, so next what we do, we must see what is the value of this term, that is sine omega t cos omega t sine phi. Okay, so let us see that. For that, so we have to see graph there. Okay, what's the graph for sine x cos x? Okay, it is a omega t instead of omega t, we take it as x and c. Okay, so if you multiply and see the graph here, you will get a graph like this way. Okay, a sine curve here. So imagine this term is plus 0.5. Okay, the maximum value is plus 0.5 and the minimum value is minus 0.5. Okay, so let's see the average value now. Okay, average value means what? We see how many, or the value here, total value by the number of crest and troughs. Okay, so what's the average value, total value? That will be 0.5 minus 0.5 divided by number of crests and trough. This is one crest and one trough. So this is a crest here and this is the trough. Okay, so the number of parts is 2 parts. Okay, so plus 0.5 minus 0.5 is 0. 0 by 2, that is 0 only. Okay, 0 by 2, that's equal to 0. So this sin x cos x, okay, this term is 0. So if you multiply this term by into sine files, that also will be equal to 0. So that's how we get here 0. Okay, now one more thing, see that this half is there now. Okay, 2 is there. 2 we can write as root 2 into root 2. So what you get here is Vm by root 2. Okay, let me rub it and write it small. Okay, written a little larger here in size. That's right. Okay, finish 1 line, 2 line. So Vm by root 2 into this Im by root 2. Okay, cos phi. Okay, so Vm by root 2, that we can write as what? We can write as Vrms. Okay, and Im by root 2 we can write as Irms. Okay, into this cos phi. Okay, this will be equal to the power here. So this is a formula of power. Okay, that is what Vrms into Irms into cos phi. Okay, so you must know how the graph comes. Okay, why we write this terms as half. Okay, and how the second term will vanish away. Okay, the sine omega t cos omega t, this term will be equal to 0. Okay, so note on this. Okay, next we see the what are the special cases here.